happening, guys? It is Wednesday. We are at the Hack and Pack Shop, and we're going to continue on to Silverado. We left off the last time. We put this metal patch over this wheel well. I showed you guys how to build it, form the metal, all that happy crap. So now we're going to start the body filler process. That's what I usually like to do. This stuff here, long and strong. It's a long hair fiber strand body filler. You guys see the hairs in that? Crazy stuff. So I got enough here on the board. I'm going to do a couple spots. Okay. This is very durable and it's waterproof. Not water resistant, waterproof. They make boats out of this shit, pretty much. Or you can repair boats with it, if that tells you anything. So what we're going to do, gives you in relation how much I have here. That's my hand. Alright. Not a lot here. Typical fiberglass spreader. Okay. Don't have a whole lot here. We're going to put a little hardener on it. And it's a little bit chilly in here. So I'm just going to run a line, if I have any in this thing. It's hard doing this crap one-handed. Might have to go get another hardener tube here. Yeah, I really need like a camera person here. It would make my life so much easier. Usually I try to run like a good line across it, but we're having some technical difficulties here. Yeah, about that much hardener. Alright. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stir it up. Again, something that's hard to do one-handed. I'm going to try to hold the camera, hold this with my hand at the same time. Not working out so well. Son of a bitch. You guys see it starting to change color? I'm using more or less the corner of my spreader. You see it like that, where you can see all the different colors? Not good enough. You got to keep going. Take the stuff, pick it up with your spreader, flop it around. You want the stuff to be one good uniform color. And this is very thick stuff, so it's really hard to mix. The other body fillers are a little bit thinner in consistency. They're a lot easier to mix. This stuff, because it's got the hairs in it, it's just kind of all holding it together. You really got to knead it, squish it around, mix. Scrape the bottom of the board. Okay. So we got a little color up there in the spreader. Wipe it. Try to get all that color off there. Alright. If you don't mix this stuff thoroughly, guess what? You're going to have soft spots. You're going to have to redo it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to squish this as hard as I can into these welds, right up into them. I didn't bead weld this patch solid. So I'm going to try to get this filler up in there as good and tight as I can so it makes a good waterproof barrier. Then what we'll do is we'll undercoat it from the back side. We'll get a little more. Just going to kind of press it all in here. Press it right up into these welds really good. The tighter and better you mash this stuff in here, the better. See, I don't have it super thick. we are. Now we're just going to let that sit and dry, and then we'll go on to the next step. All right, guys, next step, grinder. This is what I usually do. Watch and learn. Just like that. Now, obviously, you can see here. Well, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Okay, I didn't fill this whole area like totally solid full of tiger hair or the long and strong. We're gonna go ahead and use Duraglass to build it out. The long and strong is a lot more expensive than the Duraglass. Okay. Now it looks like on camera there's a gap there. It's not, just the way the metal's ground. No gap, I assure you of that. All right. Good and solid. What I'm going to do now, get the blowgun, we're going to blow all this crap out. Make sure there's no dust in here at all. Blowgun. Alright, now let's mix up some Duraglass. Bob, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, it's a fudging good night.
What the hell are you putting on the wall of shame and the wall of fame, Bob?
The wall of shame.
That's the shame?
The wall of shame.
Yeah, it must be down here in the bottom is the wall of shame because we got the smashed up Acura there.
Yes.
Pictures of that.
Yes, I drove from Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York.
All the way out here to the Heck and Pack Shop. Which is what? 40 miles?
About 40 miles.
To have me fix your hood.
My hood.
Yeah.
Which would not close.
Yeah.
So I used genuine.
Oh, that's some good shit, Bob.
Rope.
Yeah.
I drove 40 miles at 55 miles an hour.
With rope holding your hood down.
With rope holding my hood down.
Son of a bitch, Bob.
And thank you, Mr. Visser.
Yes, sir.
For helping me out tonight.
Yes, sir. You're very welcome. Now I got rope if I ever need it, hanging on the wall.
Now you have rope, which held the hood.
Oh shit.
Of the Ford Taurus. 40 miles. At 55 miles an hour.
Some bitch.
To go to the Hack and Pack Shop.
Some bitch.
Some bitch.
Pisser's Channel. Oh yeah. For you guys that are not subscribed to Pisser's Channel or don't know about that channel, new people, that's my other channel. That's the Goofing Off channel, Pisser's Channel. Some bitch. What do you think, Bob?
Thank you.
Are you happy?
I'm happy.
All right.
You drive safely.
Now can I get back to hacking and packing on this son of a bitch?
Yes, you can.
Because we got to make some serious videos. People want these how-to videos on a rusty Silverado. Son of a bitch. All right, guys. This is the Duraglass or fiber strand. You want to hold this, Bob?
Yeah.
And point it right there at that son of a bitch. Right there at that son of a bitch that I'm doing right there. Let's get our new hardener. And we have a little more of this than we had the Duraglass. Or the fiber. Yeah. I can't talk. Long and strong. There we go. Gotta mix the shit up. See, Bob, you come here and now you're freaking a cameraman.
That's good with me.
Again, guys, you gotta mix the stuff very, very thorough. Stinky stuff, isn't it, Bob?
Oh yeah, it smells like ass.
Kind of like a raunchy ass.
Well,
That's covered up with some nasty ass cologne.
yeah, it looks like someone took a bath in cologne.
Son of a bitch.
And it looks like a night after Super Bowl after eating taco dip.
Yeah, pretty. You got it.
Yes. But at least here in the Hack and Pack shop, we do have lights.
Yeah,
We don't lose power here.
that's right. You know, since I've lived here, not once lost power. Since I've had the shop, or since I've lived in the apartment. Son of a bitch. You want to really press this stuff in, guys. Firm. You want to squash it all in there really good. This stuff is water resistant, not waterproof. I'm just kind of going back over it just to build it up. A little less pressure every time you go back over it. The smoother you put it on, the easier it is to sand off. This stuff is kind of hard to put on super smooth though. Just like that. Alright, Bobby, kill the camera. Alright guys, so now's what we're going to do. The Duraglass is dry, okay, or the fiber strand, same stuff. Got 40 grit on the old freaking Sanborn DA, old school. You want to hold that, Bob?
I got it.
Son of a bitch. We're going to knock this down with some 40 grit. This out, you're just going to create more work. So once you start hitting metal, stop. It feels pretty smooth. Where the metal is here, of this with some of my 3M filler right here. Well, it's actually Crossfire, but it's equivalent to the 3M. So we're going to smooth some of that on there now. And then we're going to call it quits for this video. We'll do the final sanding and stuff like that tomorrow. Okay, again, before we put on more body filler, we got to blow this off again. Just like that. Blowing it off ensures you that you got a good clean surface to put body filler on. If you don't blow it off, if there's any deep pits, there could be sanding dust inside of that pit. That's going to create an air pocket. So what's going to happen, that'll be the first spot it bubbles. Okay? You want it good and clean. Alright, let's mix up some mud. Alright, with this stuff, because of the color of the body filler and the color of the hardener, when you mix it, it's going to turn this like a light bluish green, okay? So you'll know for a fact when this stuff is really thoroughly mixed up. Bob left, so I don't have a camera holder no more. You want to make sure you're using a clean spreader and a clean board. That'll assure that you're thoroughly mixing everything, especially having a clean board. Okay? You're not going to get chunks in your body filler. You don't want chunks in this stuff. This is going to be the final coat of actual body filler we put on this. I didn't mix a whole lot because we don't really need a whole lot. I'm doing both wheel wells with this. Okay? You see how it's changing color, but you can still see a little bit of the lighter color in it, like on the spreader. Okay? See where the hardener's still in there? So you got to really push down and get that crap off of there. Scrape that board right clean. See where I just scraped all the different colors? Where it's real light right here, okay? Don't want that. A little bit of hardener in the back of the spreader. Get that off of there. See? It's very important to thoroughly mix this stuff. Very important. Alright, should be enough to start with. Oh, see a little bit. You can see the color difference. More mixing. There we go. When you put the first coat on, or the first time I should say you make a pass, press it in there good, okay? And see we got a chunk there, you want to pick that out. You don't want that. Hopefully we got it. Because that chunk will just keep leaving a line every time you make a pass. It'll aggravate you. Little chunk of something right there. Get that out of there. Get some more. What I'm doing now is I'm going to go over the whole entire repair area with us. There's a chunk there. I don't know where the hell we're getting these chunks. See what it'll do? It'll leave a line. Get them out of there. The smoother you put it on, the easier it is to sand. A little bit more. That ought to do. just leave that alone. So we're gonna call it quits for today's video, guys. Tomorrow we'll sand the rest of this body filler. We'll get these rockers all finished up. We'll prime it, and we're gonna hopefully paint this thing tomorrow because we're getting a snowstorm in here Friday. So I probably won't be in the shop. I'll be out in the truck plowing. So you guys all have a good one. Hope you learned a little something. If you didn't learn anything, you guys that know what you're doing, you know what I'm doing. All right, y'all have a goody. Later.